If you have ever questioned what makes a leader, this one's for you.
The heart of the leadership remains the same.
So how do you lead when you are caught in the triangle of government, tech teams and external partners?
2015, that is when we worked on biometrics tablets, which recorded all central government employees' attendance.
With so many irregularities, how do you ensure transparency and trust?
Working with the government felt surreal, like you are united for a mission.
So you have worked on smart meter projects, and we have seen procurement challenges in states like Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Welcome back to another episode of FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. In today's episode, we meet someone who has not just witnessed the evolution of India's product and technology landscape, she has actually quite literally shaped it. Ms Meenu Khurana is a veteran program and product leader with over 27 years of experience, from Infosys to IBM to founding her own innovation company. Ms. Kurana has led teams building biometric devices, smart meters, vehicle trackers, and more long before any of us would have heard IoT or IoT became a buzzword, right? Uh, Ms. Kurana has powered everything from rural women's empowerment in India to high-tech mobility solutions. But what truly sets her apart is how she leads with calm, precision, and a deep focus on both people and systems. So today, we unpack that story. Not the bullet points, the behind the scenes decisions, the pressures, the mindset that build trust in teams and resilience in products. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you, Samir, for inviting me to this space, and I'm really honored to be here. And it's a wonderful space that you have given to leaders, and this would inspire more leaders.
All right, so let's begin at the start, Ms. Kurana. Before the investor decks, before the smart meters, before managing cross border teams, where did your journey into engineering and product really begin?
So, I was born into a family of 5 sisters in Allahabad, and two of my sisters were pursuing MBBS while growing up. And when one of them noticed my love for mathematics, she encouraged me to follow that path. She herself wanted to, at one point, she wanted to take maths, but that time my father had discouraged her because he was more keen on his daughters becoming doctors. Uh, so, with her support, I started my course in maths and I joined engineering college. And parents are mostly right. They both have, my sisters are like passionate and exceptional doctors. And then after completing my engineering, I joined HL as design engineer in Bangalore. The IT industry in Bangalore was at boom at that time. And one day when I reached my office in HL, I saw an advertisement for walk-in interview in IBM. So I decided to give it a try and I got selected. And this is how my journey into IT and software services industry began. And after I got married to an Infosys offered me a role and I joined Infosys in 2000. And after that, I have been following my husband, like wherever his work assignments took him, of course, by like first meeting organizations' obligations. And that helped me not only explore new cities and cultures, but also like work with diverse clients and teams. So it was a wonderful journey of growth and balancing both personally and professionally. And 11 years ago, I decided that I'll be joining in my husband's journey of to transform India and to contribute to the growth of Indian economy. And so there is no better way of managing your own time and giving back to the society. Uh, I joined my husband's startup, and we had kind of identified 4 areas, which were like electronics and hardware technology, digital tourism, agriculture, and social and women empowerment. So that was my journey.
Wow, what an exceptional journey. Truly, so inspiring, Ms. Khurana. Great. Uh, okay, so continuing our conversation, over the years, you have led the development of various devices, biometric terminals, smart energy meters, embedded systems. But what's that one product moment where things almost did not go as planned? And how did you bring the team through it?
Yeah, a dream, design, and deploy. With this tagline, we had started our electronic system design company in Bangalore. Though we both were from software services industry, and hardware was completely a greenfield to us, like processors, PCB, manufacturing, assembly, firmware. All these were kind of foreign terms for us. But within a year, like we had a great team of industrial designers, my hardware engineers, firmware and test engineers. And we had an impressive product line of like GPON devices, biometric attendance tablets, smart meters, and temperature and humidifier sensors. And we also worked on Android design. At that point in time, like 12 MP camera was kind of not heard of. And we in the fintech space, there was for rural women and families, there was a solution for the in small savings. So we had worked on that as well. And our first big order came in like 2015 when we worked with the biometrics attendance tablets. So that system had to record all central government employees' attendance through fingerprint based and Aadhaar verified systems. And the device was kind of integrated with NIC's application for attendance recording. uh, through this initiative, and project was PMO's initiative, and it has a great backing from all the government officials. But this device kind of met with lot of resistance from employees at various offices. So all over India, like they were kind of used to damage the device regularly. We had to send our engineers, field engineers, to make the device, could bring the device again in the working condition. So lot of we kind of incurred huge losses in this because it kind of had additional cost to us, like replacing the device and uh, traveling expenses for team to travel all over India. So, and on top of that, because of these issues, government has kind of delayed our payment. So we had to provide like lakhs of devices, like the order size was that big. But after supplying some 15,000 devices, we had to stop taking further orders because of the losses, as the tender was on a very thin margin. This was just enough to kind of make operational expenses. So that was the time when team was very disheartened. It was a big project which we had to stop, and the lot of hard work and dedication was involved. As a leader, also, it was kind of very challenging to see the uh, morale at the team dip. But amidst all these challenges, like we decided to continue to work on our capability development, and we continued to work on ecosystem development. We learned from our experiences, like what kind of product will work, and we also learned that okay, if we have to work with the government, huge volume is required. And at that point in time, we came up with a solution for smart meters. So the learning was that we have to stay curious and keep on developing and growing and working on ourselves and our product line. And we need to find ways to win amidst all these challenges.
Ms. Khurana, you have worked across government, enterprise, and startups. How do you lead when you are in the middle of that triangle? I mean, with state utilities on one side, engineering teams on the other, and partners in between. So, how do you keep everyone aligned without burning out?
Yeah. I feel it's all about managing the scale, speed, and structure. And when you work with a shared mission and purpose, and there is trust and open communication, I feel that collaboration becomes smoother and more impactful. And it also allows each stakeholder, whether it's a government or enterprise or startup, they identify their limitations, work on them, they align their strengths, and it becomes easier to move towards a common goal. And other important thing which I noticed in leadership is stakeholder management. And with this, I could manage the partners, government bodies, regulatory bodies, legal team, employees, and all our clients and suppliers. So it's all about building strong relationships and managing expectations where the people have interest in your work. And working with government was a great opportunity for us because this is where we felt very proud that our work is aligned with the broader vision and initiatives of the government.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think anyone who has ever sat in the middle of cross sector chaos will be nodding along. You did not just navigate the mess, you made meaning from it. Okay, so, all right, moving ahead with my next question. Ms. Kurana, over 27 years, what has stayed true about leadership in your experience? What has changed completely, and what did you have to unlearn?
Uh, yeah, luckily, as in my experience, like I have worked with all great leaders. They knew like their role is not as the center of the team, but outside where they could provide a safe and secure environment to their team members, and they could absorb all the organization's pressures uh, and can provide the environment where a team could work without any distractions. So this is something maybe is missing in today's leaders, but the heart of the leadership remains the same. Like they have to be uh, good with people. They need to have a good listening skills and create a environment where team is encouraged to take risk and can provide more innovation because in today's world where the and AI and cloud is making a lot of progress and leadership demands agility and collaboration and technology is an enabler but a substitute for human connection is there's no substitute for a human connection. So leaders have to be uh, good with people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's something really powerful about how you frame that. Leadership not as a title, but as something you grow out of and into over time. And that hit home. All right. So, okay. So, time for our rapid fire round. So, let's lighten up a little and, quick instinctive answers, not overthinking, not even thinking. Just you have to answer it as the question is hits you. And let's see how it goes. Right. So, shall we begin?
Yeah.
All right. So, here I should be the first question. Your go to comfort food after a long week.
Okay, that has to be aloo paratha. Actually, I'm a Punjabi and a total foodie, so nothing beats this comfort food. And my mom
Absolutely. North Indian
makes
taste.
it best. It's served with like she will serve it with white butter and curd. So that is my go-to food.
Typical North Indian. Great. I love aloo parathas, actually. Okay, moving on to the next question. One song that always gets you into launch mode.
Actually, I have a playlist, but if you ask one song, so it is the OG song like "Hum Honge Kamyab Ek Din."
Oh,
Bande
wow.
Hai
So
Vishwas.
sweet.
It's like simple, but
So
it gives
sweet
you
and so
lots of.
inspiring.
Okay.
Great. All right. A gadget or app you swear by right now.
Uh, Gadget. Actually, my big, it's right in front of me, my big smart TV. I cast all my work from presentations to my dance classes, which is my hobby these days, on it. So it's my big smart TV.
Okay. That was quite unexpected. Question number 4. Dream vacation destination. No phones allowed.
I recently went to Italy, so Lake Como, but not sure with no phone allowed actually. With no phone, I only go to the park outside my home.
All right, okay. Moving on to the next question, the last question of rapid fire round, and here it goes. Most unexpected thing we will find in your office drawer.
Okay, I'll just open
You
my book.
have to check it.
It's
Okay,
my book. Actually, I have shared all my learnings in this book, so I
all
keep
right.
it with me all the time.
Oh, great. Amazing. I loved all the answers. Fun time. All the rapid fire questions and all the answers. All right, so let's move on to the next segment of questions. And let me ask you, Ms. Khurana, I was reading upon some of the smart meter procurement headlines coming out of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Rupees 15,000 plus crores, inflated bids, tender irregularities, the works. And I could not help but think for someone like you, building trusted systems in this space, how do you even begin to design for transparency and public trust when the very development ecosystem can get so politicized?
Yeah, I also read this news. It's very unfortunate that some political parties or leaders try to impact the tender process for their own political or gains or financial benefits. So such interface basically hurts the fairness, transparency of the public procurement system. So currently, like most of the state governments which we are working with, are procuring smart meters through uh, public and private partnership, which is called like PPP model, and under which they award the contract to big service providers like AMI infrastructure, advanced metering infrastructure service providers, and through the scheme called DP Foot, which is design, build, and finance, own, operate, and transfer model. Even with this scheme, though the chances are political pressures are less, but we still need the independent auditing by firms like EY, which works with the government. We need the transparent and fair bidding process. We also need the clear evaluation criteria for all the parties for both technical and financial terms. And there has to be accountability for the companies which are going to deliver the solution. So with this, we can say that it's important to follow the rules and stay the process out of political pressure. So that is my take.
Great. In fact, what I was saying was that's such a powerful example, actually, especially that idea of designing for integrity when systems around you aren't always built for it. That tension really came through. Yes. So I was heading to the next question. You have recently joined Directors Institute to deepen your understanding of boardroom governance and strategic leadership. So, what drew you to this space at this point in your career?
Yeah. Um, uh, my two big reasons to join boardroom is like driving innovation and preventing the financial mismanagement. So as we see that artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming the industries globally, and we can see that trillions of dollars of investment is being made in this in R&D space for AI, where to build the powerful chip for computational requirements for the AI and to set up the huge data centers. So, and I also noticed that companies in China and US are much ahead of us. And India and many countries across Europe, they need a lot of work to be done on this front, because every industry and every sector, whether technology, aviation, banking, you name it, consulting, hospitality, they all will be have to incorporate AI into their core strategies. So this is one reason where I want uh, uh, to be a part of the boardroom, which can make this shift, where we need to change the corporate environment, where it encourages innovation and basically embraces the future technology, ready technologies like AI. So, and second is financial mismanagement, because I took the example of smart meters. So I had witnessed firsthand how like poor governance and uh, greed can destroy the company's important projects. So while we were working on smart meters, and we got the big order to deliver 5 lakh smart meters uh, to a company in India, where we had set up a factory in Gwalior, uh, and where we had to kind of device supply. We had to uh, financially, like we had to take care of the device manufacturing before getting our payment for all these 5 lakh meters. So and manufacturing is a very uh, like capital intensive process. Like you need to have a cash flow to sustain the operations. So when we didn't have funds at that point, and we had taken investment from Carvi. And during 2019, Carvi met with like lot of scandals. You would have heard there were a lot of financial fraud and scandals, which because of which SEBI had to kind of freeze all their accounts. And with that, our funding also, the investment from Karvi into that smart meter project got stopped. So after supplying around 77,000 meters, to the order size was 5 lakh meters, we couldn't supply more. And then the COVID hit during that time in 2020. So we had to kind of, from our own pocket, we had to sustain our workforce for a couple of months. But we also had limitations of, so we had to kind of stop that project at all. So I know that uh, how this impacts the employees and customers. So this is where I feel that governance is a very important part of any boardroom, and that boardroom members can help with the good governance framework. And I'm lucky that Directors Institute has been imparting me the knowledge and skilling my. I'm able to skill myself more with to handle any issues and any financial irregularities.
That's such a powerful mindset shift, Ms. Khurana. From being in the trenches to stepping back and seeing the full chessboard. I love how you put that. You have articulated something many leaders feel but don't often talk about. That moment of humility when you realize, okay, now I need to think differently. Uh, great, great. So, Ms. Khurana, let me thank you for not just walking us through your professional map, but for letting us into the thinking, the tension, and the truths behind it. I mean, you have reminded us that leadership in engineering isn't just about solving. It's about standing firm when things are unclear and moving with integrity when the pressure is high. Thank you so much for joining in.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Sunny, and I really like sharing my thoughts on this platform. And I have also shared all my journey and learnings in my book, Startup Struggles, Solutions for Founders and Families. So that would serve and guide all the upcoming entrepreneurs. So thank you for all the thoughtful questions, and it was pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, Ms. Khurana, and I wish you luck for all your future endeavors.
Thank you.
And to all of our viewers, if this conversation gave you something to reflect on, share it, subscribe it, rewind and revisit the moments that stayed with you. And we will see you next time on FaceTime with Leaders. Stay bold, stay thoughtful, and lead like it matters because it actually does. Thank you so much.